Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the West Milton Council meeting for November 2021. I'd please like everybody to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the invocation by former Mayor Scott Fogel. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please bow our heads. Heavenly Father, thank you very much for everything you provide for us. We invite you this evening to preside over this village council meeting. Even if individuals have different opinions, provide unity of spirit. With all during this meeting, to wisely evaluate all options considering the pros and cons. Help everyone to be innovative as they brainstorm solutions. Also guide them to be unified in the making of best possible decisions and to effectively carry them out for all village residents. Guide council members to listen politely as others share their points of view. Help all to work as a unified team in combining ideas for all the decisions that need to be made this evening for the village of West Milton. Our village has a spirit of camaraderie in this room and working together on a shared mission. I also pray for the decisions and daily work the village administrators, police, and fire leaders need to make and working with the mayor and council. Thursday this week is Veterans Day. Father, please continue to be with and protect the men and women that defend our great nation on a daily basis for our continued freedoms. Bring them all home safely. Finally, Father, we place our hearts and our minds in your hands so that you may direct us and continue to guide the men and women here today with the tremendous service they provide to our great community each and every day. Amen. Amen.
I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mayor Miller.
Here.
Dews.
Here.
Kopp. Here. Hurst.
Here.
Horn.
Here.
Metz.
Yes.
And
Here.
Tracy.
Here. Council should have received minutes for the September 28th council workshop and special meeting. 2 on October the 12th, a regular council meeting and a special council meeting, and October 26th, council workshop. Are there any motion for the minutes?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion we approve the minutes for September 28th, 2021, October 12th, special and regular council meetings, and October 26th, 2021, council workshop.
Second.
Roll call.
Dews.
Yes.
Kopp.
Yes.
Hurst.
Yes.
Horn.
Yes.
Metz.
Yes.
Tracy.
Yes.
And Mayor Miller.
Yes. Absent on both meetings on the 12th was Councilman Tracy. Is there any motion to excuse him?
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to excuse Councilman Tracy from the October 12th meetings.
Second.
Roll call.
Dews.
Yes.
Kopp.
Yes.
Hurst.
Yes.
Horn.
Yes.
Metz.
Yes.
Tracy.
Abstain.
And Mayor Miller.
Yes. And also absent on the workshop on the 26th was Councilwoman Kopp. Is there any motion to excuse Councilwoman Kopp?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to excuse Councilwoman Kopp from the workshop on October 26th.
Second.
Roll call.
Yes.
Dews.
Kopp.
Yes. Horn. Or Hurst. Sorry.
Yes.
Horn.
Yes.
Metz.
Yes.
Tracy.
Yes.
And Mayor Miller.
Yes. Moving on to correspondence to council. Manager Sheridan.
We have received none.
Okay, thank you. At this time, I would like to open the floor to any comments from citizens regarding tonight's legislation. Seeing none. Moving on to CM-21-36. Ms. Brush.
It's an ordinance amending section 151.998 fees, charges, and expenses for subdivisions of the West Milton Code of Ordinances. Whereas section 151.998 of the West Milton Code of Ordinances outlines the fees, charges, and expenses for subdivisions within the municipality of West Milton. And whereas section 151.998 has not been updated since it was passed in August 1991, and the fees, charges, and expenses need to be increased to reflect current rates. And whereas Section 151.998D relates to inspections performed by the municipal engineer. And whereas council finds it imperative to amend 151.998 to reflect current rates and the municipality's current practices. Now therefore be it ordained by the council for the municipality of West Milton, Ohio as follows. That Section 151.998 fees, charges, and expenses shall be amended to read as follows. Section 151.998 fees, charges, and expenses. The following schedule of fees, charges, and expenses and a collection procedure for same is established by the municipal council. Until all applicable fees, charges, and expenses have been paid in full, no action shall be taken on any application or appeal. A, for a preliminary plat, there shall be a fee of $50 per lot to be developed, to be collected prior to the official filing of the preliminary plat with the West Milton Planning Commission. B, for a final plat, there shall be a fee of $50 per lot to be collected prior to the official filing of the final plat with the West Milton Planning Commission. C, for a minor subdivision lot split, there shall be a fee of $50 per lot collected at the time of submission of plat approval. Section D is going to be rewritten to read, for general municipal administration of required improvements, there shall be a fee of 1.5% of the total required improvements and construction costs as approved and certified by the municipal manager or the municipal engineer, to be collected at the time of issuance of the municipal building permit for the improvements. E, in the case of a large lot having more than one building site, there shall be a fee as follows. 1, for a preliminary plat, there shall be a fee of $50 per acre, computed to the nearest tenth of an acre, to be collected prior to the official filing of the preliminary plat with the West Milton Planning Commission. 2, for a final plat, there shall be a fee of $50 per acre, computed to the nearest tenth of an acre, to be collected prior to the official filing of the final plat with the West Milton Planning Commission. Section 3 will be removed, and Section F will also be removed. Section 2, this ordinance shall be effective on and after the earliest date permitted by law.
Thank you, Ms. Brush. Manager Sheriff.
Yeah, as the ordinance states, we tried to accomplish two things. I believe many folks are aware that there are several sections of the code that need to be reviewed and revised and updated. So in this one particular, we updated some of the numbers. For example, the per lot fee used to be $10, and we've updated it to $50 to make it more current. We also amended some of the language to make it more accurately represent the way the village operates. So those are the two primary changes we made.
Thank you. Any other questions, discussion, or anything else?
I have some questions, but I feel like it's, I don't know, questions that I would like to kind of talk about in maybe the workshop a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then also a question about when collecting so if you're doing some type of improvement, you're collecting the 1.5% prior to the build of whatever you're doing.
Correct.
Is it just a guesstimate then of what it would cost?
We asked the applicant to provide an estimate. So far, we have taken them at their word. I would expect that if we have any question about the accuracy of the estimate, it would be appropriate for them to provide documentation.
But yeah, I just have some things that maybe we could talk about in the workshop.
Yeah.
It's my understanding that it will require multiple readings.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, so.
2 readings.
2 readings. So this would be the first reading. We can talk about it at the workshop and hopefully
Okay.
have the final reading in December.
Okay. So we're not, voting
No,
on
this-
anything that's in here.
That is correct.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
All right, moving on. CM-21-42. Ms. Brush.
It's a resolution designating public depositories for receipt of active, interim, and inactive public fund deposits from the Municipality of West Milton and authorizing the execution of depository agreements for the same. Whereas Chapter 135.12 of the Ohio Revised Code stipulates that political subdivisions make a designation every 5 years of public depositories for the purpose of receiving the deposit of active, interim, and inactive public funds. And whereas current public depository designations by the Municipality of West Milton expire on December 31st, 2021. And whereas Chapter 135.03 of the Ohio Revised Code defines eligible public depositories and establishes a limit such depositories may hold on deposit of not more than an aggregate amount in the excess of 30% of the financial institution's total assets. And whereas in response to a solicitation notice distributed by the municipality, 3 eligible financial institutions as named below have submitted the necessary documentation to receive such designation as a public depository. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, Fifth Third Bank, the Huntington National Bank, and Minster Bank are approved as public depositories to receive deposits from the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, of active, interim, and inactive funds for a period of 5 years, beginning January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2026. Section 2, the deposits of public monies of the municipality, subject to its control, are awarded to Fifth Third Bank, the Huntington National Bank, and Minster Bank in accordance with the provisions of Chapter 34 of the Codified Ordinances of the Municipality of West Milton and the Uniform Depository Act. Section 3, the municipal manager is hereby authorized and directed to execute the underlying deposit agreements with said designated depositories for a period of 5 years commencing January 1st, 2022. Section 4, this resolution shall take effect and be in full force at the earliest date permitted by law.
Thank you, Ms. Frosch. Manager Sheridan.
I believe this is simply a matter of housekeeping to renew these institutions we've already been dealing with. The Finance Director wish to offer anything?
So I think it's pretty straightforward.
Right, I agree. Any questions from the council?
Are there any motions for the resolution?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to accept Resolution CM-21-42.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Dews?
Yes.
Cobb?
Yes.
Hertz?
Yes.
Horn?
Yes.
Knetz?
Yes.
Tracy?
Yes.
Mayor Miller?
Yes. Next is CM-21-43. Ms. Frosch.
An ordinance to appropriate funds necessary for the various departments and offices of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio for the year 2022. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, to provide for the current expenses and other expenditures of the Municipality of West Milton during the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2022 and ending December 31st, 2022, the following sums be and are hereby set aside and appropriated as follows. The general fund, personal services for general government, $339,375, transportation, $40,700, security of persons and property, $1,109,850, for total personal services of $1,489,925. Transfers to fire truck capital improvement of $50,000 and total other expenditures of $879,572. For total general fund of $2,419,497. Special revenue funds, street levy, $284,250. Street construction and maintenance, total personal services, $99,500. Total other expenditures, $131,900. For total street construction and maintenance of $231,400. State highway, $26,500. Enforcement and education, $2,000. Drug law enforcement, $2,000, for total special revenue funds of $546,150. Debt service funds, OPWC, of $6,520.58, for total debt service funds of $6,520.58. Capital improvement funds, fire capital improvement of $48,000, for total capital improvement funds of $48,000. Enterprise funds, water capital improvement, total other expenditures of $1,064,750. Transfers to water capital debt service of $168,521. For total water capital improvement of $1,233,271. Sewer capital improvement, total other expenditures, $797,250. Transfers to OPWC debt service of $6,521 for total sewer capital improvement of $803,771. Water capital debt service of $168,518.98. Refuse fund, total personal services of $118,500, total other expenditures of $333,600, for total refuse fund of $452,100. Water fund, total personal services of $471,100, total other expenditures of $606,717, for total water fund of $1,077,817. Sewer fund, total personal services, $456,150, total other expenditures of $218,067, total sewer fund of $674,217, for total enterprise funds of $4,409,694.98. Total appropriations of all funds is $7,429,862.56. Summary, total personal services of $2,635,175. Total other expenditures of $4,569,645.56. Total transfers of $225,042. For a grand total of $7,429,862.56. Section 2, the Director of Finance is hereby authorized to draw warrants on the village treasury for payments from any of the foregoing appropriations upon receiving proper certificates and vouchers therefore approved by the Board of or officers authorized by law to approve the same, or an ordinance or resolution of council to make the expenditure, provided that no warrant shall be drawn or paid for salaries or wages except to persons employed by authority of and in accordance with law or ordinance. Section 3, this ordinance shall take effect from and after the earliest date permitted by law.
Thank you, Ms. Brush. I know that's always one of your favorite ones to read.
I'll bet it is.
Did great. I would also like to thank the Budget Committee for all the hard work that everyone did, and all the department heads for really putting together another great budget. Every year it feels like we're kind of making some tough choices and saying no to a lot of things, and hopefully, you know, we're getting caught up on and getting to where we need to be. So, Manager Sheridan, is there anything that you'd like to add or anything?
Nope, I would echo your comments and add my appreciation to our finance director for her assistance in putting together the budget.
Thank you. And that's the first reading. Moving on, CM-21-44. Ms. Brush.
It's a resolution authorizing the municipal manager to enter into a contract with Kremer Roofing Incorporated for re-roofing the upper west section of the water plant building. Whereas the roof located on the upper west section of the municipality's water plant building is in dire need of repair, and whereas the service director has received a quote from Kremer Roofing Incorporated in the amount of $19,718 to conduct the necessary repairs. And whereas the municipal manager is requesting that the council suspend the rule for formal bidding due to the urgency of the matter and because it is in the best interest of the municipality pursuant to West Milton Code Section 33.18A5. Now therefore be it resolved by the council of the municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, the council hereby suspends the rules for formal bidding on this project due to it being in the best interest of the municipality. Section 2, the municipal manager is hereby authorized to enter into a contract with Kremer Roofing Incorporated for the re-roofing of the upper west section of the water plant building as described in attached Exhibit A, the proposal. Section 3, this resolution shall take effect and be in full force upon passage or as soon as authorized by the State of Ohio Revised Code.
Thank you, Ms. Brush. Manager Sheridan.
This is a pretty interesting situation. Service Director Herron tried valiantly to get multiple quotes and bids, and all of them were significantly higher. Ben, do you want to add any more additional information?
Just that Kramer's already done one of the three sections, and the second company that did bid had did another a section, so we're very familiar with Kramer, and I think their price was pretty good. We do have areas in that roof we have vent pipes coming out of from the old tanks and stuff that are wide open. So in this quote, it's not just roofing, they're going to be getting rid of some piping and making some repairs. So I think we got a pretty good price on it.
Thank you. Any discussion by council tonight for the resolution? Any motion for the resolution?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to accept Resolution CM-21-44 as written.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Dews.
Yes.
Cobb. Yes. Hurst.
Yes.
Horn.
Yes.
Mitts.
Yes.
Tracy.
Yes.
And Mayor Miller.
Yes.
Mayor, I'd like to request that CM 21-45 be removed from the agenda. We need to make some minor modifications of the language. We'll bring it back to you to the meeting in December.
Very good. Moving on to CM-21-46. Ms. Brown.
It's a resolution authorizing the municipal manager to accept contract change order number 4 for VTF Excavation LLC of Saline, Ohio for the construction of the Ludlow Falls Sanitary Sewer Project. Whereas on August 11, 2020, Council passed Resolution CM-2024 authorizing the municipal manager to enter into a contract with VTF Excavation LLC for the construction of the Ludlow Falls Sanitary Sewer Project in the amount of $2,693,037.79. And whereas on June 8, 2021, Council passed Resolution CM-21-15 approving 2 contract change orders from VTF. And on September 14, 2021, Council passed Resolution CM-21-34 approving a 3rd contract change order. And whereas the municipality has received a 4th contract change order in the amount of $47,521, which reflects the addition of a portable generator to be used as a backup power source at the Ludlow Falls main lift station, and work required to seal and line 3 manholes on Donna Jane Court to alleviate odors caused by the flows coming from sanitary sewer flows transported from Ludlow Falls. And whereas council believes these were necessary changes in order to continue with the construction of the Ludlow Falls Sanitary Sewer Project. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, the municipal manager is hereby authorized and directed to accept contract change order number 4 from VTF Excavation LLC from October 31st, 2021 in the amount of $47,521, which brings the adjusted contract amount to $2,905,001.25. Section 2, this resolution shall take effect and be in full force from and after its passage.
Thank you, Ms. Brown.
We've dealt with the issue of change orders before on this project. Tim is here to offer some additional explanation and answer any questions you might have. I would simply say that, well, Tim, why don't you go ahead and give them the rundown, please?
Okay, so once we started hooking in the houses, I'll talk about Donna Jane first. We started getting some odor because the small quantity of wastewater we were getting as we were hooking them in, it was staying in the pump station longer and then being pumped to town. So we were getting odors out of the manholes. So we need to, seal the lids and then seal the inside, and that should, pretty much take care of that. For the generator, Andy Schumann from Choice One and we've been talking about this since the project pretty much started, and we were hoping that we would have enough contingency money to get a generator for up there, and so that's why we waited so long to bring this to the table, because we wanted to make sure we covered all our bases up there. So we're really good on cost. We have $3.2 million, I think, was the grant we got. So we're going to get the portable generator. We chose portable, 1 for cost, 2 maintenance cost, and we can store it inside. On-site backup generators, they're outside constantly. You got mice and squirrels, and they're going to find their way in. So that's why we went with the trailer-mounted generator. And then also, its primary function will be for Ludlow Falls, but our 2 other lift stations and our booster station on Hamilton, we plugged them all the same. So we can, if we lose power of the whole grid, then we can pump that, run, pump that, and then sit over here on the our booster station, so they have water pressure on the west side in the school. So that's why we chose the trailer mounted over the fixed. So, any other questions? I'm gonna give a report a little bit later on the progress, so stand by.
Thank you very much.
Jeff, do you have anything else?
Not unless council has any questions.
Any motion for the resolution?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we accept resolution CM-21-46.
Second.
Roll call.
Booth.
Yes.
Cobb. Yes. Hurst.
Yes.
Horn.
Yes.
Mitts. Yes. Tracy.
Yes.
And Mayor Miller.
Yes. CM-21-47, Ms. Brosh.
It's a resolution approving the Miami Solid Waste Management District's amended draft solid waste management plan. Whereas the solid waste management plan is prepared in accordance with Ohio Revised Code, Section 3734, the State of Ohio Solid Waste Management Plan, and the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency's guidelines. The plan also describes strategies and programs that will be implemented to meet or exceed the minimum state waste reduction goals and objectives. And whereas the Miami Solid Waste Management District completed the draft amended solid waste management plan and submitted it to the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency for review and comment on December 29, 2020, and the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency provided comments in a non-binding advisory opinion on February 12, 2020. And whereas the district's policy committee has reviewed the non-binding advisory opinion received from the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency and taken these comments into consideration and incorporated changes into the amended plan as appropriate. And whereas the district has conducted a 30-day comment period from July 12, 2021 to August 10, 2021, and a public hearing was held on August 13, 2021 to provide the public an opportunity to comment on the plan. And whereas the plan provides for a fee schedule that generates the required revenue to cover the costs of implementing the strategies and programs designed to meet or exceed the minimum state waste reduction goals and objectives. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, the Municipality of West Milton is within the jurisdiction of the Miami Solid Waste Management District. Section 2, Council hereby acknowledges receipt of the amended draft plan. Section 3, the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio approves the district solid waste management plan. Section 4, it is found and determined that all formal actions of this council concerning and relating to the passage of this resolution were adopted in an open meeting of this council and of any of its committees that resulted in such formal actions were in meetings open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including sections 121.22 of the Ohio Revised Code. Section 5, that this resolution shall be in full force and effective immediately upon its passage, or its adoption, sorry.
Thank you, Ms. Brush.
This is the plan that was required by Mr. Petrie, who presented at the workshop for the county. This is the document that he provided and just requires our approval.
Seems like in the second whereas, February's date should be 2021. Unless they offered comments before they submitted it.
We can check that.
That's probably right.
Probably right, yeah, I agree.
Not that it matters to the text or whatever.
Right.
Right.
No, but thank you for catching that.
Is there any other discussion for the resolution? Any motion?
Make a motion to adopt Resolution CM-21-47.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Booth.
Yes.
Cobb. Yes. Hurst.
Yes.
Horn.
Yes.
Mitts.
Yes.
Tracy.
Yes.
And Mayor Miller.
Yes, thank you. Last up, CM-21-48.
This should look very familiar to you because you have already passed a resolution that's effectively the same. The way this worked, we submitted all the application, and the resolution was actually the last piece to go to the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission for their review. And the funding source has some very specific requirements. So the content is exactly the same, but there's some very minor changes. One example is the funding source requires all the dollar amounts to be in whole dollars. There can't be any cents. Our original resolution was so specific from choice one, and it was in cents. So we had to remove that. That's an example of one of the minor changes that had to be made to make it consistent with the requirements of the funding source. So we have to pass the corrected resolution, submit that back to Miami Valley, and then our application will move forward.
Okay.
Thank you, Jeff. Ms. Brush.
It's a resolution amending Resolution CM-21-41, authorizing the submittal of applications for federal FAST Act funds through the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission. Whereas the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission has solicited local government entities to submit new transportation projects for funding consideration in the Transportation Improvement Program. And whereas the Municipality of West Milton has committed to a timely project development schedule. And whereas the Municipality of West Milton will commit the necessary resources to support the estimated local cost portion of the projects, and the following list of projects will be submitted to MVRPC, shown in order of the Municipality of West Milton's priority from number 1 to 2. Number 1, State Route 48 and Frederick Garland intersection improvements. Estimated local match of $535,076. 2 is Hay Street and Tip Pike traffic signal. Estimated local match of $358,988. Whereas the Municipality of West Milton requests the following exemptions from MVRPC's Complete Streets policy for the proposed project funding applications. Number 1, State Route 48 and Frederick Garland intersection improvements, exemptions 3 and 7, where the cost of establishing bikeways or walkways would be excessively disproportionate to the need or probable use. Where scarcity of population or other factors indicate an absence of need for current and future conditions. Cyclist and pedestrian exemption. Number 2, Hay Street and Tip Pike traffic signal, exemption 5, where the project consists primarily of the installation of traffic control and safety devices. Cyclist and transit user exemption. And whereas Council passed Resolution CM-21-41 on October 12, 2021. However, the municipality was recently informed by the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission that revisions were necessary, specifically indicating the request for exceptions for transit users and cyclists for purposes of documenting the implementation of the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission's Complete Streets policy, which said revisions have been added above. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, this resolution shall serve to authorize the transmittal and submittal of applications for the following transportation projects to MVRPC for funding consideration in the Transportation Improvement Program. 1, State Route 48 and Frederick Garland intersection improvements. 2, Hay Street and Tip Pike traffic signal. Section 2, the municipal manager is hereby authorized to sign on behalf of the municipality the application for funds as referred to in Section 1 of this resolution. Section 3, the municipal manager is hereby directed and authorized to take or cause to be taken all other action necessary and proper to secure the funding sought by the application referred to herein, and provide any additional information sought by reviewing agencies during the time the application is under review. The municipal manager is further directed and authorized to cause compliance with all reporting requirements required by the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission as required as part of the funding process. Section 4, upon application approval, the municipality hereby states its commitment to the local contribution for the project as identified in these applications, including local contribution of costs exceeding the current estimates or subsequent revised estimates as accepted by the MVRPC. Section 5, it is hereby found and determined that all formal actions of the council concerning and relating to the adoption of this resolution were adopted in an open meeting of the council, and that any and all deliberations of this council and any of its committees that resulted in such formal action were in meetings open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including but not limited to 121.22 of the Ohio Revised Code. Section 6, this resolution shall become effective immediately upon its passage.
Thank you, Ms. Brush.
You're welcome.
Great job.
Yes, indeed.
Is there any discussion by council regarding the legislation? All right. Any motion for the resolution?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion, we accept Resolution CM-21-48.
Second.
Roll call.
Aduse,
Yes.
Cobb,
Yes.
Hertz,
Yes.
Horn,
Yes.
Mitts,
Yes.
Tracy,
Yes.
and Mayor Miller.
Yes. All right. Moving on to the manager's report.
Tim, did you wish to give more of an update on Ludlow Falls?
I was gonna do old business.
You're going to do it, well, okay, we'll do it under old business then, that's fine. Ben, did you want to give an update on the lighting? It was, Mr. Stallman was discussed at one of the previous meetings about some lighting upgrades.
Yes.
Go
So,
ahead.
Wright Road and J Street, Bob Stallman was sorry he couldn't be here tonight, but I wanted to let you guys know that Wednesday following the meeting, he emailed right away, got him all the information, so the light that was there was basically, it was a one, rated as a 1, there's 1, 2, and 3, and so we put the next size up there. Bob arranged for all the work to be done, got it done, so there's a tier 2 light up there now, and it really illuminated that intersection well. So you can see a lot farther if you've got a little bit of night blindness. It's really helpful. So you'll notice when you go through there. The tier 3 is mainly for commercial, so we wouldn't want to do that, or we'd be buying blackout curtains for everybody that lived on Wright Road. But it definitely is a major improvement. So it was a good idea. I know council suggested looking at that. I don't remember which council member, but sorry, but it was a good idea. So
Thank you. Any questions on the lighting?
Craig, have you been down there and seen that yet, or?
Not at night, or I haven't noticed yet, so I will look on the way home.
Cool. Very good. The only other update I would offer is since our last meeting, we did have our first meeting of the planning board, and Lene was very helpful, and the board, I think, is going to do great. So we're going to be prepped for having an agenda in December where we'll start dealing with some of the variances that have been on file for quite some time. So we'll start working through those and look forward to working with the new board.
Yep.
That's all I have unless the council has any questions.
I don't believe so.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Moving on to old business.
There you go.
Open that up to Tim.
Okay, so Ludlow Falls, we are down to 1 gravity flow lateral and 5 of the grinder pump pits to put in. We should be done probably late next week, and then we'll start with the restoration. And then after the restoration's done, me and Andy from Choice One and VTF will do a walkthrough, create a punch list, and take care of it. There are some issues that need to be addressed, so that'll all be taken care of on the punch list. And I don't know if the community of Ludlow is watching this or not, but if they have concerns, give us a call and we will come look at it. So, I got ahead of myself. Stillwater Crossings, we have in phase 2 and 3, we have several hundred feet of storm sewer in, about 300 feet of sanitary sewer in. We have 9 new sanitary laterals and about 1,400 feet of trench that we've already trenched and filled back in. Now, I have 2 more inspections, so 2 more houses, and they just poured like 4 footers. So, I mean, they're gonna be really popping up. What we're trying to do up there is trying to get a section of road done so they can have more lots. But pretty much when the asphalt plant shut down at the end of November, I don't know if we're gonna make it or not. I mean, we still have the water main, all the water services, road grade, gravel, so it's gonna depend on weather and if we can get the water started or not. So, but that's it. Any questions? Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Manager, I did have one other thing.
Yes, please, Mr. Herron.
Just real quick, Veterans Day is Thursday, so Thursday trash pickup will be on Friday. We put it on Facebook, we put it on the sign out front, but if you have a Thursday pickup day, we'll be picking your trash up on Friday. We also be doing bulk pickup on Friday simultaneously, so I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben.
Hey Ben, will you be driving the trash truck or the bulk pickup?
I'm gonna do the bulk on Friday.
Okay.
Your mailbox will be okay.
All right, it's safe.
Wow. I told you to come back.
Well, yeah, I understand.
We'll have to hear that story later.
Yeah.
Haven't told now.
Yeah, I know.
Is there, I believe there is some other old business.
We'll say it's old, and then I can jump into the new, too,
Sure.
if that's okay.
Yeah.
If there's any more old business.
Any other old business before we move on?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Old business, reminder, next week, the 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st is the holiday open houses downtown. So starting Thursday through Sunday, we have prizes and food, and all the holiday decor is out, so it's just a really fun, popular, it's the biggest event that we have all year. It brings a ton of people from out of town. And then with that, so the third Thursday will fall on the beginning of that event. And we are planning on having some food trucks there. And I'm guessing the food trucks might arrive earlier since there's going to be a larger crowd during the day. So they might be there kind of even in the lunch period and maybe then into the evening. There'll be no band just because it's going to be too cold. So it'll just be some food trucks for third Thursday. And then as far as third Thursday goes, we're going to be stopping those activities until springtime. Then leading into new business, Scott Hurst and I are on Project Revival Committee, and we are, do you want to talk about it? About the parade and the tree lighting? Or you want
Talk
me
about
to?
part of it.
Okay.
Okay. So was it the Saturday after Thanksgiving?
November 27th.
November 27th.
Yep.
We're going to do a parade leading up to the lighting of the Christmas tree downtown. And then there's going to be like a carriage ride that will be free for everyone. There'll also be, hot chocolate and popcorn and some other snacks down there. And that'll be provided by Sarver.
Yep.
And then, yeah, so it's going to be a really great time, and we hope to see everyone down there.
Free pictures with Santa.
Free pictures of Santa.
Free, so you can come up with your cell phone and take your own picture of your kid with Santa. And Santa will be Jim Wilson. He looks authentic. Okay? And then also it starts at 6 o'clock. If you're interested in participating in the parade, so who, can participate in the parade? Well, anybody. But the thought is, the first time we had done the parade, we had cars and a fleet of, Casey's Outdoor Service. He used his fleet of, service trucks, yes. And they decorated them with lights, and it was pretty cool. So if you want to get a vehicle or something fun and decorate it with lights, even a golf cart, whatever, we're going to line up here down at the municipal building, and then we'll go down 48. So, and then to end the parade, we'll have Santa coming in the horse-drawn carriage, so, which will be pretty cool. But yeah, I think it'll be a really fun time. Hopefully it's not, actually if it were snowing, that would just make it even more magical. So, I don't know. But come support that, and yeah, it should be fun.
What time's line up for the parade? If somebody wants to be
We
in
should
it?
probably line up at 5:30.
5:30?
Yeah,
Tree lighting is what time?
6.
6, okay.
6 o'clock. And we'll also have instrumental music, live instrumental music,
Yep.
right?
Nice.
Okay. It's going to be a big deal.
That is. Sounds awesome.
I have one question for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm finished.
I got some inquiries about putting on the sign out front when we're having our special meetings, regular meetings, and workshops. Have we been doing that? I just wanted to,
I don't think we've done it consistently, but there's no reason why we can't.
okay, I just wanted to check, because that's just a good information post.
Absolutely, absolutely. We will start doing that for every special meeting and so forth.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
Any other new business? No? Any other comments by citizens this evening?
Hi, Meg Kraft. Is there, the parade, is it going to be just come and get, as you come, you get stuck in the line, or you have the sign up? Is there going to be a sign up?
I don't think there's gonna be a sign up. I don't think we're gonna have a huge turnout, but, yeah. Just,
Okay.
once you pull up, you just kind of get in line, and we'll have somebody here orchestrating that.
Somebody here?
Or somebody outside, nobody.
Oh, you mean it starts outside the building
Yes,
here?
I'm sorry, yes.
I thought you meant somebody here.
No.
No, I just needed clarification. I think
you gonna
everybody
be
on
in
TV land probably wanted that too, clarification.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right. You have to have, yeah.
Mr. Mayor, I move that council enters into a brief executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, or discipline of a public employee or official pursuant to Section 4.12B5A of the Charter.
Second.
Roll call?
Deuce.
Yes.
Cobb.
Yes.
Hurst.
Yes.
Horn.
Yes.
Mitts. Tracy.
Yes.
And Mayor Miller.
Yes. Everyone is welcome to stay if you'd like, but there will be no business conducted
I don't know what
afterwards.
this is about.
I appreciate everybody.